Perhaps you clicked on this video because of the thumbnail, but listen carefully and watch until the end, because by the first minute, your perspective on women will completely change. What if I told you that everything you think you know about love is just a lie? You've been told that women fall for the nice guy, the richest guy, or the most handsome one. But the truth is, women don't love men. At least, not in the way you think. Women don't fall for your face, your money, or even your personality. They fall for something deeper, something more primal, more psychological. And if you don't understand this, you'll always feel like love is an unsolvable puzzle. But by the end of this video, you won't just understand how women think, you'll know how to make them feel something so intense they'll never forget you. Let's begin. Sign number 1. Women don't love you, they love how you make them feel. I'll tell you a secret most men will never grasp. Women don't love you. Not your face, not your wallet, not even your personality. What they love is how you make them feel. Yes, for a woman, love isn't a rigid structure built on logic and reason. It's a storm, an emotional euphoria she never wants to end. You could be the most handsome, successful, and well-dressed man in the room, but if she doesn't feel something intense when she's with you, she'll forget you faster than yesterday's news. Psychologists call this emotional imprinting. It's why a woman can meet two men in the same day. One says all the right words but bores her, while the other teases her, challenges her, and makes her laugh until she loses her breath. Guess which one she'll be thinking about that night? It's not fair, is it? You could be the better choice, the safer, more loyal option, yet she'll always choose the man who makes her feel alive. And this is where most men fail. They try to impress her with their achievements, convince her with logic. But the men women truly adore create emotional turbulence, a mix of tension, excitement, mystery, and comfort. Ever wonder why women always go back to their ex, even after swearing they were done? It's not because of who he is, it's because of how he made her feel. Sign number 2. The more you chase her, the more you lose her. Let me ask you, have you ever sent a text and waited hours for a reply? Have you ever felt that slow-burning anxiety, wondering if she's losing interest? Now flip the table. Have you ever had someone who was too available? Someone who replied instantly, said yes to everything? How did you feel about them? Women are wired for anticipation and pursuit. A man who's always available, always texting, always there, kills attraction. Here's the hard truth. When a man chases a woman, he destroys the very thing that might make her fall for him. It's human nature. We don't value what we already have. We desire what we might lose. The moment a woman feels she fully has you, her mind starts to relax. And when her mind relaxes, attraction fades. This is why high-value men don't chase, they lead. They let the woman come to them, and when she does, they don't give her everything at once. They create mystery. They make her wonder. Because the moment a woman stops wondering about you, she starts forgetting you. Sign number 3. Women don't want the nice guy. They want the unshakable man. Let's talk about the epidemic of the nice guy. Women say they want a nice man, but what they really mean is they want a good man, not a weak one. Too many men fall into this trap. They think being nice means saying yes to everything, never disagreeing, never leading, never standing up for themselves. But let me ask you, would you respect a man who never challenges you? Women are drawn to men with strong character, men who don't crumble easily, who don't let the world dictate who they should be. A man who leads, who sets boundaries, who has non-negotiable values. If you're always available, always compliant, always agreeing, you don't become nice. You become worthless in her eyes. Women don't fall for weak men. They fall for men who own their strength. Would you trust a captain who constantly changes course? Of course not. Because here's the secret. Women are drawn to strength. Not physical strength, but emotional strength. They're drawn to the man who doesn't shake under pressure, who doesn't beg for acceptance, who can walk away from anyone, even her if necessary. This is why women are addicted to stoic men. The man who doesn't overreact, who stays calm in chaos, who, when tested, because she will test you, doesn't collapse like a wet paper towel. A woman doesn't need another friend. She doesn't need a therapist. She needs a man who stands firm when everything else is falling apart. Sign number 4. Love is a game of perception, not reality. Let's talk about one of the biggest illusions in love, the idea that people fall in love based on reality. You might think a woman falls for you because of your personality, your actions, or how you treat her. But here's the hard truth. She doesn't fall for you. She falls for the story she's created about you in her mind. Psychologists call this cognitive projection, the tendency to project one's own feelings, desires, and expectations onto others. When a woman meets you, she's not experiencing you as you are. She's experiencing you through a lens shaped by her past, her fears, her fantasies, and her subconscious beliefs. This is why a woman can go from deep love to complete indifference overnight. It's not because you changed, it's because her perception of you changed. And perception is everything. Think of it this way. Have you ever heard a woman talk about a man she's obsessed with? She'll say things like, "He's so mysterious. He just gets me. I can't stop thinking about him." Now, take that same man and put him in a different context, where he's too available, too predictable, always trying to please her. Suddenly, she starts saying, "I feel bored. I've outgrown him. Something just feels off." The man didn't change. The frame did. A woman's emotions don't respond to logic. They respond to the narrative she's built in her mind. And this is where most men fail. They let that narrative form randomly, with no control, and let her emotions dictate everything. The moment her mind categorizes you as safe or predictable, the battle is already lost. How do you control her perception of you? Simple. Be a source of emotional contrast. Mystery creates attraction. If she always knows what you'll do next, she stops wondering about you. And the moment she stops wondering, she stops feeling. Emotional turbulence creates attachment. If she only feels comfort with you, you become background noise. But when you give her moments of deep connection mixed with moments of uncertainty, she can't stop coming back. Scarcity creates value. If you're always available, you lose worth. But when she has to earn your time, she values it more. Women don't stay with the most logical choice. They stay with the one who makes them feel the deepest. They stay with the man who keeps their mind occupied. And if you can shape how she perceives you, you shape how she'll love you. Sign number 5. If she feels safe, she'll never leave you. After everything we've discussed, emotional highs, mystery, perception, there's one final truth about love that outweighs them all. A woman doesn't stay because of how much she loves you. She stays because she feels safe. I'm not just talking about physical safety, that's a given. I'm talking about emotional safety. The deep, unconscious assurance that when she's with you, she's protected from the outside world and from her own emotional chaos. Think of it this way. Women are emotionally more fluid than men. Their feelings shift like tides, one day excited and obsessed, the next distant and unsure. This isn't manipulation, it's biology. Their brains process emotions differently, meaning their feelings are always in motion. And in a world where her emotions are constantly changing, the one thing she craves more than anything is a man who doesn't shake. This is where true stoicism comes in. Most men think emotional strength means being cold or emotionless, and that's wrong. The strongest men aren't cold, they're steady. A woman feels safe when she knows you don't break under pressure, you don't explode when things go wrong, you don't let her emotions dictate yours. Think of the most magnetic men in history, the ones women wrote love letters to, the ones they followed for years and couldn't forget. They weren't just physically strong or wealthy. They had a presence, a deep, calm energy that made women feel like nothing could shake them. That's the man a woman stays loyal to, the man who, even on her worst days, remains composed and graceful. Now, here's where most men go wrong. When a woman gets emotional, they either 1. Try to fix her feelings, making her feel unheard, or 2. Emotionally explode themselves, making her feel like she has to manage their emotions instead of her own. Both options kill attraction. The right move? Stay calm, stay present, stay steady. If a woman tests your strength, lashes out, or becomes irrational, the worst thing you can do is panic. And when she realizes this, she won't just love you, she won't just want you, she'll never want to leave you. The man who makes her feel a safety no other man can provide. That's the philosophy of Stoicism. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the strategies that will keep you ahead. Stay sharp, stay stoic, and let them chase you.